Good evening, everyone. This is my report on Republic Act 8495, Article 4, and Article 5 on our subject, MA 51. Introduction. Mechanical engineers use the principles of energy, materials, and mechanics to manufacture and design different types of machines and devices. These machines and devices help create processes and systems that allow technology and industry to take a product from an idea into the marketplace. The mechanical profession in the Philippines is regulated by the PRC, or the Professional Regulations Commission, under the Board of Mechanical Engineering. Republic Act 8495 is titled as the Philippine Mechanical Engineering Act of 1998, which is the act that regulates the practice of mechanical engineering in the Philippines. These are the names of the people who approved the act. So, short insights for Articles 1, 2, and 3. Article 1 is about the title, statement of policy, and definition of terms. Article 2 is about the Board of Mechanical Engineering, and Article 3 is about the examination, registration, and license. So, to read more about these short insights, it can be found in the Republic Act 8495 PDF. So, skipping to Article 4, which is the practice of the profession. Section 33 states that field of action authorized for each category. So, prohibition. It shall be unlawful for any person, unless authorized under this act, to be in responsible charge of the preparation of plans, designs, investigations, valuation, technical reports, specifications, project studies or estimates, or to be in performance of other professional mechanical engineering activities, unless he or she is a duly licensed professional mechanical engineer. It means that only professional mechanical engineers are allowed to be in charge of these responsibilities. Part B. To teach professional subjects in mechanical engineering unless he is a duly licensed professional mechanical engineer or a master's degree or doctorate degree holder in mechanical engineering. It means that only professional mechanical engineers or those with master's degree or doctorate degree holder in mechanical engineering are allowed to teach major subjects in the mechanical engineering field. Examples of these subjects are machine design, refrigeration, and air conditioning. Part C. To be in responsible charge of the construction, erection, installation, alteration, or of the performance of a mechanical engineering service in connection with the manufacture, sale, supply, or distribution of any mechanical works, projects, or plant, either for himself or for others, unless he is a duly registered professional mechanical engineer or a mechanical engineer. Part C is similar to Part A. In Part D, to operate, tend, or maintain, or be in charge of the operation, tending, or maintenance of any mechanical works, projects, plant of 100 kilowatts or more but not more than 300 kilowatts, unless he is a duly licensed professional mechanical engineer, or a certified plant mechanic. It means that only PMEs, MEs, or CPMs are allowed to operate any mechanical works or projects of 100 kilowatts or more but not more than 300 kilowatts. Part E is similar to Part D, but it states here that to operate, tend, or maintain, or be in charge of the operation, tending, or maintenance of any mechanical equipment, machinery, or process for any mechanical works, projects, or plants of 300 kilowatts or above, but not more than 2000 kilowatts, unless he is a duly licensed professional mechanical engineer or a mechanical engineer. The difference here is that only PMEs and MEs are allowed to operate any mechanical works or projects that are 300 kilowatts or above but not more than 2000 kilowatts. In Part F, to operate, tend, or maintain, or to be in charge of the operation, tending, or maintenance of any mechanical equipment, machinery, process for any mechanical works, projects, or plants over 2000 kilowatts, unless he is a duly licensed professional mechanical engineers. Only PMEs are allowed to handle or operate any mechanical work that are over 2000 kilowatts. Section 34, personnel required in mechanical plant. Every mechanical work project or plant in operation should have not less than the following complement of resident licensed professional mechanical engineer or certified plant mechanic, which means that these are the requirements of every mechanical plant. There should For mechanical plants that are 100 kilowatts or over but not more than 300 kilowatts, there should be at least one certified plant mechanic or one mechanical engineer or one professional mechanical engineer. For plants that are 300 kilowatts or over but not more than 2000 kilowatts, there should be one mechanical engineer or one professional mechanical engineer. For those over 2000 kilowatts, there should be one professional mechanical engineer. So, Section 35, preparation of plants and supervision of construction by licensed engineers means that a person cannot cause the fabrication, construction, erection, installation, or alteration of any mechanical equipment, machinery, or process for any mechanical works, projects, or plants unless designs have been prepared or under the responsible charge of a professional mechanical engineer. Section 36, practice not allowed for firms and corporations. To summarize this, it means that private firms and corporations need a registered and licensed mechanical engineer to obtain a form registration with the Security and Exchange Commission of a firm, partnership, or association using the term mechanical engineer or architect or mechanical engineers. Section 37, posting of certificates. The owner, manager, or other person in charge of any mechanical works of 100 kilowatts or more of a firm, co-partnership, corporation shall post or cause to be posted in a conspicuous place within such plant of business the original certificate of registration of the engineer or engineers and of the certified plant mechanics employed in such plant in a frame protected by transparent glass or its equivalent. Section 38, a roster of engineers and mechanics. A roster showing the names and place of business of all registered professional mechanical engineers, and certified plant mechanics shall be prepared by the Commission, which shall be made available to any interested parties on formal written request. It means that in a business setting or in a plant, there should be at least a list of who are the engineers and mechanics working there. So, Section 39, foreign reciprocity. No foreign mechanical engineer or mechanic shall be allowed to practice mechanical engineering or be given a certificate of registration or be entitled to any of the privileges under this act unless he can prove in the manner provided by the rules of court or by specific provisions of law or regulations that the country of which he is a subject or citizen in the spirit of reciprocity permits Filipino mechanical engineers and or mechanics to practice within its territorial limits on the same basis as a subject or citizens of such country or state. For Section 40, enforcement of the act by the officers of the law. To summarize this, it means that the PRC shall be the enforcement agency of the Board of Mechanical Engineering and that any complaints or violations against the Code of Conduct, they can prosecute the violator if warranted. So, Section 41, in a government or private institution where a position requires a master's degree holder, a holder of professional mechanical engineer license shall be eligible for the position. So, Article 5, penal and concluding provisions. Section 42, penalties. In addition to the administrative sanctions imposed under this Act, any person who violates any of the provisions of this Act and its rules and regulations shall, upon conviction, be penalized by a fine of not less than 50,000 pesos nor more than 200,000 pesos, or imprisonment of not less than 6 months nor more than 3 years of both fine imprisonment at the discretion of the court. Section 43, Implementing rules and regulations. The board shall formulate and issue the implementing rules and regulations to carry out the provisions of this act. Funding provisions. Section 44. Such sums as may be necessary to carry out provisions of this act shall be included in the general. Section 45. Separability clause. If any section or portion of this act shall be declared unconstitutional or invalid, the same shall not invalidate all other sections or portions not affected thereby. Section 46. Repealing clause. Commonwealth Act number 294 as amended by Republic Act number 5336 is hereby repealed, and all other laws, parts of law, others, ordinances, and regulations relative to the practice of mechanical engineering which are inconsistent with the provisions of this act are hereby repealed or modified accordingly. Section 47. Transitory provisions. Mechanical plants engineers possessing valid certificates of registration under the Commonwealth Act number 294, they shall be issued certificates as professional mechanical engineers to replace their original certificate of registration upon payment. Faculty members currently teaching mechanical engineering professional subjects in universities, college, institutes, or schools shall not be allowed to continue teaching after 5 years from the approval of this act, unless they are or have become professional mechanical engineers, or at least registered mechanical engineers with a master's degree in mechanical engineering from duly recognized and accredited universities, college, institutes, or schools. The present board shall continue to function in the interim until such time as the new board shall be constituted. Effectivity clause. This act shall take effect 15 days following its publication in the Official Gazette or a major daily newspaper of general circulation in the Philippines, whichever is earlier. So that is my report about the Republic Act 8495. Thank you.